Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shudder coming back to you with episode 3 of Tekkit 2, and today I've been kind of experimenting with options of transportation of items, because we do have a few mods that allow for this to happen. We have Buildcraft, Logistical Pipes, Additional Pipes, and also Project Red Transportation. And this is actually from Project Red Transportation and I believe Exploration, which is this piece is from Exploration, this is from Transportation. But there's also a lot more to Project Red Transportation. I'm using the simple pressure tubes. There is the item transport pipes, which all go along with this stuff, and all these here. And basically you can create a very complicated system of pipes and tunnels and all of this stuff, and it's expensive. That's why I'm not touching it. It requires diamonds, a whole bunch of dyes, glowstone, nether travel, all that. This is kind of simple because all you need is actual gold, which we've got a little bit of, some glass panes, and of course the item, let's see here, nope. We look at Exploration. It is this item importer. Now, I want to emphasize, with Project Red, I've noticed this. Break it with a pickaxe. Do not use an axe. Do not use your fist. It can break with your fist, but it will not drop. Okay? That is something I'm just going to point out right now, because I've done that a few times now. I did that last episode, I believe, and I think I caught that on camera where the item disappeared. It was because I didn't break it with the pickaxe. We don't have Wayla, we don't have Hawala, or any of those Jade, any of those mods in here, so we don't know tool harvestability. Pickaxe is what we need. Alright, so how does this work? Okay, so it is kind of simple. You just need a timer, or any sort of redstone clock, and it'll send an item per tick. Per tick of redstone, right? So, that's simple. Okay, this is our first part. And why do we need this? Well, we need this information because we want to transport items from the plant gatherer to the plant sower and vice versa. Or, well, not really to the plant sower, from the plant sower to the plant gatherer. We want to be able to transfer items from plant gatherer to plant sower, plant gatherer to overflow. Okay, and also, of course, the furnaces and generators and all of that stuff that we will be using as well. So there's quite a bit of stuff that we need to do for transportation, and I believe this is actually smart enough to not send items when something is full. Okay, so you can see that we aren't sending any more items, and also that's also a problem. The timer does not float, so you do have to keep that in mind. So we have logs in here, we have cobblestone in here. I open a slot, it'll send it. If I pull this out, it won't send it, and it'll send it right back once the item is full. So now we can actually test this with several chests here. Oop, nope, not what I wanted to do here. I forget. Shift click, you have to have the chest separate in this version. So if we put this here, this should filter to here, okay? Now I'm curious, what happens if I take out a piece of cobblestone here? Is it going to round robin? Okay, it is round robining. It's automatic default round robin. Awesome. This is some really good information to know, because once this chest fills up, for example, we can actually just do this. It should just feed it here. Okay, if this fills up, it'll send it back, which means I wonder. Here's the other thing. We're kind of keep experimenting, right? I'm hoping this is alright with you guys, because it's been a minute since I've messed with Project Red. I want to see what happens. The priority, okay? Will it fill? I know it's round robin. Okay, so let's go pull the items out of here. Let's grab everything but one, and it actually keeps that one item in the transport, or the item transporter, importer, that thing. So when it's backfilled, it'll actually push it back in there. So that's pretty cool to know. All right, so let's just get one slot available, okay? And we'll have this empty. So what I'm thinking should happen is these two. Let's see, actually, is there a block that I have like a full stack of? So I want to put two out, okay? of this sugarcane. And then here, we're kind of working with what we got here. We want to put, say, 3. Now let's do 2 and 2. Okay. And then nothing in this one. All right. So what'll happen? We'll throw in all of this. Will it fill these first 2 first? Okay, that's what it looks like it's going to happen. Okay, they should be full. Okay, so now it's sending it to the furthest. All right, that is some real good information to know, and I'm absolutely excited because this is going to work. Hopefully. I haven't tested the interaction with the plant sower or the plant gatherer or any of those machines, so that's a thing. Now, that's transportation of items. We now need to figure out power. That's another thing. I think I've got that somewhat figured out. I've got 2 generators, 2 small electric flux generators, and that should be good. We need some sort of furnace. The resourceful furnace, I think, is a good option. We've got the plastic, we've got the gold, we've got everything. Let's take this timer out real quick so it stops ticking. This is awesome. So we've kind of got all these pieces being built up here. So I've got plastic somewhere here, right here. Let's grab iron gears, this. Let's grab iron. We've got the gold. So let's go for the plant sower first. We have the flower pot able to be crafted here. All right. And we need 2 pistons. Do I have enough logs? No, I don't. Actually, let's do this. Alrighty. So that should be pistons. Should be able to make those. We need more planks. That's fine. I also have another item in my inventory that I haven't talked about quite yet, but we'll get there. I've actually have them sitting over there as well. So, you know, it's kind of a hint. Plant gatherer, which requires a bit of iron here. We actually need 2 axes because it's registering my axe as a proper item. We don't want that. All right, 2 gold gears, which is 2 iron gears, which is 2 stone gears. Let's see about getting... I need to get a workbench project table. I think it's a project table. I got rid of that other thing, by the way, because there was an issue with it where it just wasn't registering certain things, so I'm not sure what happens with that. But let's actually quickly make this. Do I have an extra chest? I mean, I do. I guess I'll take my chest back here. We'll just deposit that for a second here. And deposit the sugarcane. Our testing pieces, right? Alright, so let's grab a workbench, I believe, now. Alright, so this is going to replace this. I think it's backwards. That's fine. I believe what we can do is we can actually simply just craft with this thing. And it actually clears and everything. But we can actually leave items in here. Well, that's pretty interesting. You like stack more than one. Huh. I've never seen that. This is a different version than what I'm used to. So there's some different things in here that have changed apparently. But let's grab... So we need a few of these. And what we can do apparently is just kind of leave that stuff in there. That's awesome. All right. So we just click that. And it just pulls it. And there's no effect to the crafting either, so that's pretty interesting as well. Okay. And then it uses up what's in there if we do too many. Okay. Different. I like it. Let's grab 12 of these, because we're going to actually make 12 stone gears here real quick. Then we can grab that last one. And then we need an iron gear. Or 2 iron gears, right? let's actually make 3 iron gears. Do I have enough iron for that? I do. All right, so 3 because we need 2 gold gears, and then for the resourceful, we need the other one. So we'll clear that. We'll do this. We'll grab 3 gold gears. Clear that. And we need the machine frame, which is... Let's just do that. So shift clicking does just immediately craft everything as well, so that's good. Redstone block. And it looks like if it's not actually down here... Because that was weird, right? Okay, I don't know. Some weird things. But that's cool. Let's see. So plant gatherer, plant sower. Of course, there it is, trying to use my axe. All right. We'll clear that. Let's take all this stuff out. And then we need the resourceful furnace. All right, a bucket. Can I make a bucket out of 10? Oh, I can. Cool. Didn't know that one. All right, so let's grab another redstone block here. Let's grab this. Let's grab the resourceful furnace. All right, so let's look at this. This is an oak wood barrel. It is from a mod called Charset. I'm not 100% sure about a lot of the information, the storage, anything, other than there's not really a lot to this mod other than barrels and liquid potion. Not 100% sure what's up with all this stuff. But there's, you know, some things with this. It also has a pocket crafting table. Pretty cool if we actually had the room for it. Whole bunch of different support for bennies, extra trees, and all of that jazz. But I don't know the storage capacity. I don't know any of it. So we're kind of just going with it. Shift punch is 1. Just punch is 64. And all of that jazz. So it also has like the hover thing. So just, you know, some basic information I want to provide before we actually use it. Let's go to sleep real quick, and I think we can kind of get started on placing this in a second here. So we actually need to get an add-on, which are kind of the same, I think. So we've got leaf shearing, which we could do. Of course, that would prevent us from getting saplings, so we're not going to do that. Transfers, field add-ons. So here's our range add-ons. I think we could probably go silver, gold. Gold sounds good. So let's go 1 and then 2. And then I don't think we've really got an efficiency upgrade or anything of that sort. So that's another thing, like that's industrial, foregoing, efficiency. So yeah, there's no upgrades that look like that. We could actually set this down. It looks like we do have space for it, but I'm assuming those are the extracting and all of that stuff. So that's pretty interesting here. All right, so how do these work? Okay, so this is, of course, old knowledge. I really have no idea. So we got show working area. This is something cool with the sower, is that it's actually a block above, so you can put this under the ground, and that way we can actually give this power and items without really interfering with a lot. Good. Plant gatherer. Of course, let's just rotate this here. I believe... Let's see, how does this actually work? So I think it's just the opposite direction you're looking. That's what I was trying to make sure. So this is actually just directly in front. So of course, if we throw in a range upgrade, you can see that this is a pretty decent size. And of course, if you throw the range upgrade, this should cover the exact same area. Of course, it's not in the center right now just because I placed it down. But I think this is a good working area. So let's kind of try and figure out the center of this. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it should be here. Oh, nope. Maybe here? Okay. Let's try this here. And I know we're not putting it down far into the ground just yet here. I kind of want to see... So you can kind of just overlay these a little bit. That is direct center. Perfect. Let's put this down. We'll throw this in here just so we don't forget. Let's take the working area off on this one. And this is going to be our tree farm, right? We're not making any farms for crops or anything just yet. Of course, mobs can spawn in this area if we have an overflow of wood and all of that stuff. I think settings are good. So let's do gathering trees, always active. It will produce sludge. I believe sludge is still useless kind of in this area, this pack. I want to make sure we get all the torches out of this area so we can actually plant everything properly. That looks good. Let's make sure we have lights on the outside just so we don't have anything spawning where trees are not. All right. And that should be golden. All right. So how are we going to power this? So I'm thinking we're going to deal with it back here. We're not going to do this underground. I think we're just going to have it above ground. Should work. We'll press F7 here. So what's going to happen is this is going to produce saplings and apples and wood. There's no sticks because I'm pretty sure we're in the version where they don't drop from leaves. So that's good. Okay. So we'll need probably a couple of these barrels at first, right? So we'd have, for example, apples, right? So apple. Let's just take that. And we'll have one for saplings. Actually, how do we want to do the sapling barrel? So saplings are going to be interesting because, of course, they need to go to the sower because that's what is being planted. So we've kind of got to think of this in the fact that we want this to have overflow. So I'm thinking saplings actually need to be like right here kind of thing, like a block or two away, because we don't have that control with the tubes. So I'm thinking like right here should be the barrel, if that makes sense. Okay. So barrel is going to be probably right here. We'll just place this wooden plank here. So barrel there, tube extending all the way down from here. We'll probably extract. I think we might need something to actually extract out of this. Hold on. So I think we'll be doing this a bit more complicated. I need to get a shovel. Let me be right back. See, so I think the thing with this, of course, we need to remember we don't have storage drawers. No functional storage, no nothing like that that has a drawer controller to push items into. So we're kind of facing that challenge along with, you know, space and everything as well, just because now we have to kind of fit in this item importer, which should pull from this, hopefully. So we'll have to put this here. And of course, we'll have to get a timer. And active always is fine. I think what we can do is actually just set this on top and set a block here. Actually, we could probably just set a piece of redstone here. Do I have redstone on me? Let's see. But yeah, so we want to import and export items. Doodly-doo. Then this is going to be our like main point. Okay. So oak barrel, apples. Okay. There's our apples. Now we'll tube, and we'll have to run a tube down here, which is going to be kind of difficult. So we're going to make a 2 wide hole. We don't have anything to shrink with here. It looks like we are above a cave, which is making this a bit more difficult. But that's fine. Let's just run line of dirt. Also, between this episode and last, I did something, and I'm going to put those pictures on screen right now while I'm doing this. Basically, they allowed for me to kind of get a more natural sugarcane farm. Kind of just expanded the area, covered a little bit of the water, and that's kind of what you're seeing there. It's just, you know, nice and nifty. Kind of quick project off camera, make some more sugar cane and all of that jazz. Just because, you know, we always need sugar cane, and I wanted to get it done early. So, but with that, we are still kind of getting more tubes here. We need to go grab some more because we are completely out, which means that we need gold nuggets and glass panes. That is such a better recipe than what it used to be, which I believe was brass. So you actually needed brass to make them, which is, you know, definitely different in this version, because now you just need gold nuggets and the corners and glass panes. All right, so we should be able to complete this. We do need to figure out wood. I think what we'll do for wood is kind of go off this direction. Okay, because what we'll need to do is grab this resourceful furnace. And of course that is going to place the backwards direction. Nope. Is this only just face in one direction? No. I don't know why I just did that. Alright. So we'll just want wood in here, which hopefully this will do. I'm hearing like skeletons. I think they're below me. But if we wanted to, and we wanted to be sure, I'm pretty sure there's a filterable one. This thing, a bit more expensive. I think we could go grab that just to be sure. And of course, we'll need to figure out power. So from this, we will want the charcoal to come into the generators. Okay, so I'm thinking generator. How do these actually function? Can I get them to be facing down? I think down should be proper. And it is getting dark, so I'm trying to hurry. Okay, so I got them to face down. So that way we can put the cables here and here, and then just run them to the various machines. Of course, we'll need more flex cables and everything. So let me get that stuff ran, get the filterable import, and a few other things, and we'll be right back. All right, so real quick, we're putting this down. I think that's the correct direction. And then, of course, we'll need a log, just so that way we always get this sent that direction. I am really hoping this is going to work. I'm honestly kind of concerned, just because I've never had to really do this, and it's been a long time since I've played any Tekkit type of thing. So let's see here. So I'm thinking that's whitelist, right? So I don't know. I guess we could just do that. Is that working? There you go. That'll work. And then, of course, we could probably turn this down a second, just so it's faster, of course. It'll get more annoying, but that's fine. All right, so let me get the cables, get everything else, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I think we've got everything we need to kind of get this finalized. One thing I want to do quickly is actually get this placed somewhere. This filter, the second filter. I think we can place this down here. Nope, we want this to be in a different direction here, so let's go down. And we'll place that here. Come on, give me the dirt. All right, and then I don't know how we want to power this thing. It's gonna kind of be a pain. I think red wire. At project red, There is a way to like bridge wires across these things, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like framed, I think. Let's go try that. So what you need for these, well, actually, I don't know if we actually can make these. I guess we can. It's not too bad. So let's go for... Oop, I didn't throw this in here, that's why. Alright, let's smelt this up. Let's just throw some of these in here. So, I think this should allow for us to place that on top of the actual tubes. I might be incorrect, though, so that's a thing. And of course, we'll need a lot of sticks for this as well, because I think we'll need a few pieces. But this actually should be making running redstone a bit easier in this situation. Oh, come on. Alright. And then, of course, we'll clear that off. We'll do that. And we'll do 4 of these, I think. I think that'll work. I hope this is what I'm thinking. It might not be what I'm thinking, but it still may work. Actually, let me go grab the actual wire real quick before I test this, because I want to see something. Because I think I might be wrong. Okay, so I was wrong. But it is not functioning the way I want. Yeah, it's because it's like blocking off. So what if we do red wire here and here? Kind of try to place it. I kind of want to place it on top, but I don't think I can. I mean, we can just run it this way. So that's working, and then we could just do this. Okay. I mean, that made it simpler, just not the best. But that's fine. Everything should be sending. I think these are actually in the right direction. I don't think this one actually is, so hold on. Before we... I'm not sure if that actually matters. Alright, let's get inside. I'm going to cover this up, feed some coal into the actual generators, and see if we get a spark of life. Alright, so real quick, forgot about this. Oak saplings in here, lock inventory, and let's quickly cover this up. I kind of want to have access to those saplings, but I think... Let's see. Let's go... That's not what I want. What am I doing? This. That's what I want. Alright. Let's just cover that stuff. So I think what we want to do now is kind of get a little bit of entry to the saplings. Alright. Perfect. I think what we can also do is kind of push this back a little bit so we got access to the plant sower as well. Alright, and then also we need to kind of get a timer down here. I'll get that in a second here. So let's get some coal. Let's fire this up. And let's see what happens, because this could all just go wrong real quick. Especially because I don't really have a whole lot of coal. So, charcoal it is. Alright, so let's turn this off. And let's throw in a few. Oop. And let's throw this in here. Everything looks like it's actually starting to work here. We're getting stuff planted. That is awesome. We are getting some power in here. Of course, nothing will be harvested for a little bit. That is 100% for certain. I don't know why it didn't place there. Let's go check on the plant sower. And it only holds 16 per, it looks like. And we don't need the plant hoeing. So we're still just cruising. I'm going to keep feeding this thing saplings until it's all done, and I'll be right back. Oh, so we're actually getting some plant growth here. And this thing's actually firing. It's going. Yep, see, it's getting saplings. But it is not extracting. There's our first problem. Our first problem. And it's a big problem. Because we need this to happen. I'm pretty sure I got this on the right direction. Okay. So what's happening here is I'm assuming... Actually, hold on. Let me do that again. Because I didn't have the redstone wire. Okay, yeah. So what's happening here? Well, currently, the problem is this will not extract with this importer. 100%, I thought this could be a possibility. So, what do we need to do? So, add-on, I'm assuming we need to get the... one of these. Pull. We probably need the pull. Or push. Push probably sounds better. But we need magenta dye. That's going to be a problem. Pink and purple. Pink and purple. I don't have any dyes, really. What's over here? I see something purple. We got one magenta dye. I don't really see any other kind of flowers around. So this is a problem. I see blue. I see red. I mean, we have the oxidaisies. I guess we could make pink. But purple? Oh, come on. Give me a stroke of luck here. Ooh. There we go. And we got some pink things, I think, here. But we got enough magenta. But the problem is I don't know if we'll be able to actually push into the plant sower from the plant gatherer just because of the system that's implemented in this one. So these are pink, right? So we got pink, but we just don't have purple. So we might have the issue of that. I believe we can actually throw the flowers into a macerator, even though I already just kind of ground them into dye already. So let's figure this out quick as can be. We also don't have the power coal, charcoal stuff being pushed out yet to the generators. That's another thing we got to fix. But I think it should be fine for right now. So push, we need a piston, we need plastic and chests. Plastic. Also, yes, I could totally just do Project E. I'm not going to, though. I want to kind of mess around with some other mods. I don't want to purely throw everything at the wall with Project E as of current, so that's not what we're going to do. I also hope that you guys do enjoy me kind of cutting out the crafting, because that's going to take forever, honestly. So what do we do with this? So we just kind of click until we find the direction we want to output. So we're facing west. Okay, so west is the direction. Okay, and we'll do this. We actually want to invert this. Right? And then the red alloy wire. And then this. Okay. So we're getting saplings, and of course we will bring this down to about 20 seconds. Nope. I'm trying to do this. This is the one I was looking for a second. I just completely spaced. So I think about every 50 seconds is good, or every like fifth of it. I don't even know. Every so often, almost a second. Okay, we're just sending stuff out like crazy. Okay, too fast. There we go. That's kind of like the perfect speed for transfer and everything. Okay, and it's not transferring apples. All right, so we've run into our next issue. Actually, why aren't you? All right, so let's confirm another thing here. So we're kind of running into some issues, okay? I can see that 100%. The char set drawers or barrels aren't really working that well. 100%, I can see. I think Industrial Foregoing is going to have the issue, and I'm about to confirm that here in a second. Okay, so that's colors. How do I not do colors? Oh, this tree grew. Well, dang. I'm not sure. Because I want to have a filter, but I think I need paint to do so. Okay. Issues, huh? Let's calm that down for a second. So yeah, it's not going to import into there. All right, so let's go check the plant sower. Real quick here. So did you get the items? Kind of assuming you did. All right. How are we doing this? How are we doing this? That is a question for the ages here. So I think what I'll do is I will grab... See, because like I could do something. Let me be right back. Alright, so I've quickly grabbed the item importer from the saplings area. And I'm going to try this. Okay? I need to get this in the correct direction, of course. Nope. Alright. And we'll grab the wooden barrel. Of course, we can just place this like this. Will this function? No. Okay. So I don't think we can actually import into these char set barrels unless I'm missing something. Okay. Let's try importing it from the top. No, I don't want you to set like that. So we might have to figure out something else for storing mass amounts. Okay. Let me figure out something, and we'll be back in the next episode. Because honestly, at this point, that was kind of my one thing that I could think of. We do have the black hole units, of course. So black hole units are kind of out of the options as well because they're expensive, right? We'd also need a controller sooner or later, and that's more expensive. And I don't think we have a solution for mass amounts of storage. Alrighty, so I am heading over here real quick to show you guys what I've done. So this is going to be kind of hard to explain, but I have two filtered imports for this system, and this one is apples and logs, okay? this one is saplings. So I've kind of divided this, but I've also added a chest on top because there's some issue where it's not registering items in this inventory and it won't pull them. Not 100% sure, but right now, you know, of course we are pulling. Wood is going over here into another chest, and it's just because this is actually not working as like an inventory that I can push into with these or be pulled from by this. So it's pulling from the chest, it's exporting to the chests perfectly. It just wouldn't import or export from those. And then I have 4 generators. It's a bit overkill, but that's fine. There is no buffer for the charcoal besides this chest. But that's basically this setup. Downstairs, I've actually got this set up to be this. So you've got the plant sower and this char set barrel that are basically, you know, acting as an overflow. And then of course you got this little chest. So once the items, you know, get full, this will back up, of course, but we have a decent amount of stuff here so far. And that's basically the system. It's not perfect. I still see there's some issues with it. But I think for now, this is as good as it's going to get. I can see that this is, you know, overflowing. Not much I can do about it. There's no upgrade to this. I think we might be able to get another one, maybe. But I think for now, we are good. So I'm going to wrap up the episode here. This episode is actually kind of interesting just to see how we are automating this. I believe it would have been simpler to kind of just line these machines up in a row. The plant gatherer and the resource furnace side by side, and I'm pretty sure it would have exported properly, but I think this is working. It's fine. But for now, that is the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!